Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream and welcome back to more Asphalt 9. So, I guess before we get right into things, I guess I gotta give quite an obvious update, so I'm just gonna switch to camera first before we get started. Also gotta put that back in the right ratio. I'm back home. Light mode on, but basically, situation on my university campus has gotten pretty terrible. So, aside from the mishandling of how my campus and how my administration was handling just telling people about where COVID was and how many cases there were and what dorms, what floors were quarantined, what areas to avoid. They weren't telling us that. They were only giving us a 1 week update. And on Monday, it was discovered that they were hiding certain information. One specific case that went kind of viral within my campus was a kid had tested positive on Friday. But then the university would not tell the kids contact tracing people or their floor until Monday. So the kid themselves would have to tell the floor. And they'd have to quarantine themselves until the university would give them confirmation. And that was just Monday. And then on Tuesday, there were so many complaints and there was a petition. People were protesting that the university finally stepped in and they announced a full 2-week quarantine to hold everybody on campus, but nobody can leave the dorms unless you are for essential services. However, they did say that if you left campus to go home, you just can't come back for 2 weeks. So, guess what option I took? So, I am back home for at least 2 weeks, but honestly, I'm not sure what I'm going to do if I want to come back because it was pretty nasty on campus in terms of how many cases there were. Also, my hair's a mess. So, just everybody stay safe out there. I don't have, at least, I'm not sure I have COVID, but I don't feel sick or anything, but I just wanted to get out of there, so that's exactly what I did. Alright, Ferrari hat time. Let's get back into gaming. And yeah, make sure y'all stay safe, wear masks. I saw tons of parties when I was walking around campus, and it just sucks how the situation is. But enough talking about me. Let's get back into Asphalt 9. So, our usual deal. Free pack. I did watch the Italian Grand Prix, but I'll talk about that later. That was, oh my god, that was an awesome race. Looks like we got nothing we can buy, really. First thing I guess I also want to address is my token count. So, Gameloft did something I was totally shocked at, where they actually honored their creator program rewards. So, since my YouTube channel has over 10,000 subscribers and I've had an Asphalt 9 video hit over 10,000 views, they decided to give a token bonus. So, I'm sorry guys if you think that was a bit unfair, but in order to, I guess, reduce that, we'll go for the Valhalla for sure. So yeah, sorry if that seems a little unfair, but I guess I just want to be full transparency on that. Those tokens went up 9,500 because of Gameloft's interference. I wasn't expecting that, but they just honored that. So if no other Asphalt YouTuber tells you that, yes, they started honoring the bonus this week. But yes, I plan on staying home these full 2 weeks. I got back on Wednesday. I drove home Wednesday morning. They announced the quarantine. Okay, you know how stupid this was? So my school announced the quarantine on Tuesday at 4 o'clock. And they announced that quarantine would start at 8 p.m., just 4 hours later. So what did that do? That caused everyone to go into mass panic. So first off, in my dorms, I heard everyone open the door and just start shouting within the hallways. So that was probably the biggest adverse effect I've seen. And then people flooded the grocery stores trying to pack in supplies for a full 2-week quarantine. And I don't blame them, but that was really a terrible way to handle it. So instead of me running to the grocery store, I immediately started packing my car. And then I drove home Wednesday morning, and I've been here since. So that is what I'm doing. Talk to Gameloft because they started honoring bonuses today. Look at that, we got a blueprint. I don't think we get star up today unless we get some insane luck on the free packs. Yeah, we only get 2 blueprints. But let's see, how are we doing in Grand Prix? I've been on a little bit of a roller coaster, but honestly, it's been a really good clinic of my skills. So, first thing I'm going to cover, besides round 1 going not well, I had 47.5, and I could have gotten P7, but I kind of went safe on my attempts because I did a mistake on my first 2. and then you know, these people upgraded. And then round 2, what do? I come back and I hit a perfect first place. 1:15.082, ahead by 0.003 seconds, and a 1-star car just dunks on everybody on that race. So that felt awesome. Round 3 comes along. It's another short track, so I couldn't do much. I had the best time with 15:24, but actually no, 6th place got a 37.507. I see that now, but still, I did what I could. That was actually better than any of my practice times, but I only matched P7. And then what do you know? Round 4 comes around. How did I do? P4. And I probably could have stolen P3, but again, this car's handling is terrible, and I couldn't exactly connect a really good lap. I had a 1:19.0 in practice, but it was like a 0:11 too, so that would have been P3. But still, I got some big points yesterday. So now we're sitting in P4, and our only real threats are 6 and 7. They have 93 and 100 points. But as long as I can hold round 5 and 6 okay, and it is another short track, but it is Osaka, so perhaps maybe I could find some luck there. And then we have on the Valhalla, let's see what we got here. We have to have the car unlocked, and then Jag is obviously a no-go. Number 13, so the stage 17 unlocks tomorrow. Basically, I got 264 things, so we can buy the packs. We're all set. We'll be buying those. I'm doing okay. But yes, let this start at least be a statement. Oh, Brenton's here.
Hello there.
Hi, Brenton. How you doing? I'm back home. So, what's new in the daily events besides that back-to-school stuff? Day 10, we have a legendary weekend of the Aperta. We have a car hunt for the 911 GT1, which is actually pretty hype. I was planning on going for 2 stars, though. And then, same C, Elite C. And then we got Ghost MP, which we'll be spending some time on. We'll also spend some time on the Unlimited Valhalla season, so I guess let's start with some Grand Prix. I know, boring old Grand Prix with the Bentley, but let's see how we can do with it. Perfect runs. Beat 45 seconds. Ooh, that actually might be tough. Let's see. I haven't seen a single route or done this race yet. I don't know if Rat Race is the one I'm thinking of. Oh, what is it? I don't know the right route for this track. Or do I? Oh, I do. Yeah, it's this one. This is actually one of my favorite ones because it's a pretty simple route. But I feel like the 2 stars will give some people like an advantage that I just can't match. Probably should take that ramp. This is my first run of the day too, so. Probably could wall ride this. That was a 44.6. Okay, so that could beat the time. I wonder if drifting would do any better though. Use the same route as the 4GT and C7R. Alright. So yeah. 26. We'll be at 23, and then we need to get 3 more, which hopefully we can get some in the last round. Or just get one from the free pack or something. You can watch yours, yeah. Terra 9, I've heard of this new Asphalt 8 track that is pretty crazy. It's like a fan service track from what I've heard. But that wasn't the best start. Let's see, is this enough to force airtime? Maybe. It does shockwave pretty well, so it does pick up speed. 4, ooh, 44.9, almost. And you plan to stream Fall Guys again? I'm thinking about it, but Fall Guys kind of got swept under the rug by this 2-year-old game called Among Us. I had just started playing it on my phone yesterday. And I was only able to do practice round just to see how it worked, but it seemed interesting. It's like, reminds me of this Jackbox game where you have to like find the alien and kick him out. It works just like that, I think. It's better to not wall ride and use the PR delay. This car in general is just better not drifting. Oop, there we go. Airtime. No PR. Here's the PR spot. Oh yes, perfect timing. Nice. 3, 44, 1. I think 43 is easily possible. Just from that first impression. There you go. I thought that pack would be difficult to get, but not really. Yes. It's just Fall Guys. I think I'll use a break from it because I haven't honestly really played since that stream, but I know they got a new update coming soon. So I'll mess around with the Glizzy Dog again. Yeah, I think a ton of YouTubers and Twitch streamers just started playing it, and it just exploded in popularity. Also, it's $5 on Steam. There's also, I remember this meme of like all the Among Us kills, and like they have like the Taco Bell, the bong. I think that definitely gave it some popularity. Well, that wasn't great, but let's see. Oh yes, let's go. I remember seeing on Twitch there's a video of Chuck E. Cheese playing Fall Guys. Twitch stream. I missed the PR delay. Oops. It's gonna come in right there. Yep. Still, it's 44-2. Not bad. Just get some more consistency. And then I'll see all the times I can't reach. As long as we get, I think, we just beat those two guys, we could secure the car without any upgrades. That's kind of my goal. And then get, in the last round, the 2-star upgrade, so we can finally be on a level playing field. So this is the most important round, I think. Yeah. I don't know if the phone version is different from the Steam version, but it is $5. I mean, people already dropped a dono to basically fund it. That was risky. Ooh, what happened there? I had like a bad exit. That was 44-3. That was a decent run too. Yeah, the Bugatti Veyron I saw in Asphalt got all buff, so it makes me eat my words in that top 5 worst cars. That's an outdated video in general. I'm sure there's worse cars now. Alright, so now we're 3 blueprints away from getting the 2 stars. So we should get it on the final round. But this one's probably the most important. So yes. The mobile version is terrible. Okay. So, Valhalla, we can't do anything really until we get the car. So maybe let's try some fuel. Maybe before we do the LaFerrari ones. Let's do a round of the 911 GT1 just to burn a car hunt run. I think I'm going to use the Artega. I've actually liked driving this car for this race because it has pretty solid acceleration. Factoria, how am I doing? I'm at home now. It's like deja vu to March, honestly. Except instead of everybody going home, it was just me and a few other people on campus also went home from what I've seen online, but many of my friends actually stayed out and in Bradley, so, you know, it is what it is. But I'm thinking of, they're giving you the option now at the end of this quarantine to do the rest of the semester virtually, and I'm thinking of taking that option. I'm not fully decided yet. I won't decide until the end of this 2-week quarantine period. But it's seeming like the most enticing way to do it. So I'm probably just going to see how online school goes, because my classes are now obviously fully virtual. They would have been virtual in the quarantine if I stayed on campus anyway, so that's also why I went back. Rather than like risking picking up COVID from the bathrooms or the stairwell, because you still have to go out to get food. It's not fully protected. Alright, Valhalla time. I think you guys know what's up. I think you guys should do virtual but stay on campus, but then you have to pay for room and board still. Here's the thing. If you opt to do the fully virtual option, you get reimbursed for room and board. If you stay on campus, you still have to pay for it. So that's what I'm thinking of, taking the reimbursement. But, you know, if you're not allowed to go anywhere, they don't want you going to restaurants. They're threatening, like, kids getting expelled if you break the rules. You know, it makes me wish I had an apartment on campus rather than living in the dorms, because apartment people could at least be a little bit more social with their roommates. I have no rent, for instance, this semester, so it would have been just me, and I think I probably would have gone insane. Just 2 weeks of nothing. But anyway, Valhalla time. Yes, Seb joined Estimate. Oh, what a week it's been in F1, honestly. Since the last stream. I think home is a much better option. I could go outside, I could take a walk, I could ride my bike, I could be with the dogs, home cooked food. I could, instead of like eating just on campus, they have Chick-fil-A, they have a burger shop, they have Moe's Southwest Grill, which is like a Chipotle knockoff, a salad place, generic salad place, and a generic sandwich place. That's all that's open, and the dining halls, but the dining halls are pretty scary, honestly. California's on fire, yes, but I don't live there, but hopefully everyone who is out there is doing alright. Alright, so here we go. Token dumping time. Someone wants me to do this blindfolded, but I won't hear the audio cues. But let's see. Here we go. So wait, we had 33 out of 50, so I need 17. So let's see. We need 6 drops. So let's go for it. Here we go. Drop time. How's the drop rate on this car? So far, not good. Play some club races, maybe. Ooh, this is not good. I don't like this. Oh, okay. A 6. Not terrible. I guess given the token situation, not bad. Let's get the Valhalla again. Let's try again. We're going for, I think, just 1 star. I was planning to just lock it. I want to put all my eggs in the McLaren F1 basket. You either have to fully upgrade this car, or it's not good enough. Okay, there's another Valhalla drop. Unless we get a jackpot on this run. Okay. So, we have 5 to go, which means if I get the 5-star GVS Superleggera, this next pack guarantees it, but let's see if I can get it unlocked right here. Let's see. Give me the money. Well, give me the car, and not necessarily the money, but come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's gonna give me, oh, there it is. Alright. That was pretty simple. 3 packs. 3. And done. Or was that 4? I don't remember. No, it was 3. It was 3 packs, yeah. Awesome. That's pretty simple. Kind of anticlimactic. It was not as high stakes as the Tuatara, for instance. Gambling on the key. That wasn't terrible luck, though. I got no 3s. I got all 6s, so it's not too bad. There's also the 911 GT1, but I don't think we should spend on that. And then this overpriced Aperta pack is kind of ridiculous. They don't give any free blueprints either, but how am I doing on that car? 3 out of 36.
Tuesday.
Whoa.
No, I am late. I was doing a modular class when I forget that fucking notification.
Sophia, thank you very much for that. 180 PHP. I have no idea what that represents, but I'm assuming it's like $5, $5 US. Oh, wow, 4-star the Valhalla. Let's see, we need 23 for 2 stars. Let's see, how far does that take us in the special event first off? Remember, we have to claim the tokens from the Valhalla TLE, as well as whatever's in the special event. So this is only going to net us 1 condition. Okay, 2 stars will get us 750 tokens. But we have to get an additional 22 blueprints. Technically 19. But I'm going to need a jackpot and 2 drops in order for that to happen and still get a clean return. Six import parts fee max out the car here as well. Ducks are cute, indeed. I think your girlfriend thinks the Valhallas are cute. Oh, that's cute. Yes, I know. I don't want to spoil it. I wish, honestly, they took away the exclamation point on the car icon, because that spoils the result. It gets rid of the hype. Because I'm just staring at that and not getting the, you know, the hype of if it's going to be a jackpot or not. But yeah. Upgrade. Let's do it. Hey, health. He's saying bad words, guys. Oop. Wrong button. Let me get some import parts. They're so expensive. Like really, I had 71 million credits, and then I started buying all 5 DBS blueprints because I'm going for the 5th star. And that's expensive to also upgrade. So let's take this out for a spin. I think we just gotta win the race. Yes, I know. There's a bunch of sex bots that are back. I remember that was an issue like 2 years ago. But now they seem to come back. And they'll put in a timestamp, just a random timestamp saying like, oh, this is the best part, and it's gonna be like a loading screen. I find that hilarious. So we just have to win the race, so let's see how bad are the AI on this map. And I don't think I've driven this car at 1 star either, so how does it drive? It seems to be reasonable. Acceleration is still okay, but it is a 1 star A-class car, so I see where that's coming from. But yes, I'm putting all... Yeah, remember, not only this car, but the Speedtail and the Apex that are hidden. And then the McLaren F1. I'm putting all my eggs in the McLaren F1 basket, honestly. Even if that car doesn't end up being the king, I want to get that car. Because I love the McLaren F1. And while this thing is obviously the A-Class king, you'd have to fully 6-star it for it to get the full effect. And I'm not sure if I want to do that with this car. I don't fully trust it. Yes, it will be fast, but it's not like driving the Huayra. The Huayra is such a dream to drive. Or the Chiron. The Chiron is so reliable. This car has its weak spots. I'm also still waiting for them to bring back the tech rules. A key pack or a rerun of the Grand Prix or something. And the video's 4 minutes long, yes. 10:43, I feel like I've seen that exact timestamp comment on one of my videos. It gets competitive at 4 stars. Interesting. Let's see, I feel like it needs a lot of blueprints for 4 stars. I just don't fully trust the acceleration right away. Also, look at the top 25% only get 300 tokens. Didn't you get like 1,000 in the Tuatara race for top 25% or something like that? You get a ton. And yes, I do have extra tokens, but there's still more cars to unlock. And 5 stars enough. That just sounds expensive though. I've heard of people jumping 35,000 tokens to get this car upgraded fully. So yeah, 265, and I think we only get 2 conditions from the DBS, so I don't think you can get that extra import part. Probably not. Oh well. I think you need the Jag for that. And that requires, I believe, 4 stars. I should have upgraded the Jesco more. Or was it all credits a fake? Is that what it was? Oh yeah, I forgot, there's the Bentley race too. I can't forget that. Although it looks like you're only gonna get 5 conditions, so ooh. So you get 270 instead of 275. And CX-75 I don't really care about, because we had it unlocked. I had a terrible drop rate last time. But yeah. I don't think it's worth it for 1 import part. You got 3 jackpots. That's crazy. Let's also get our tokens back on the Finest Royals Part 1. Remember. 200 with the Valhalla. Not bad. And then we'll go into multiplayer. I think we'll do some Valhalla first, and then we'll do Ghost. Good old Ghost. $28,000 no jackpot. See, I'm not sure if I want to dump all my tokens into this yet. Another thing to consider is I think the high res is done for Elite Class A. So you need either the Aperta, the Gantly, the Tech Rolls, or this, I guess. AI are so annoying on this race. I think there's going to be a Finest Rails Part 2 where you will need the Valhalla. You'll need probably the Valhalla, the P1, the 570S Spider. What else am I missing that's British? But like the McLarens. Probably the F1LM. Probably the Jag and the Astons again, but I'm not sure. We'll have to take a look at the British season or something and see what's in there. Oh, the McLaren Senna, of course. And the Lotus Evija. And the Evora? The Evora is probably going to be the first car. Because, yeah, the Lotus Evora, ironically, is not in this Finest Rails Part 1. Evija Senna, you're right. Let's see, is there a UK season or something? British Beasts, there we go. Yeah. The Lotus Elise. I think we already used the Janetta. Probably the Balakar, sadly. Yeah, the Avija, the Senna. This thing starts at 3401, that's crazy. Alright, let's do a run in MP. Let's start with the Valhalla season since it's unlimited, I believe. Yep. And we get to try this thing maxed out. You get the Balakar by paying for the $10 Legend Pass. It's ridiculous. I'm waiting to see if they re-release like the Taken or the Gallardo. If they do, then I'll obviously unlock it through that way. If it's going to be forever a pay-to-win car that's pass only, that sucks. But something like the Taken, where it's only good on certain tracks, the Corvette C8, where it's not really useful at all, I just want to unlock them. From Asphalt 8, the easiest R&D, the Alpha 4C. I loved that one, because that one was really chill. Especially after like the chaos that was like the Egoista. Although I did the Egoista R&D later on, but the R&D for the Alpha 4C was pretty easy. I liked that one. That wasn't too much of a time commitment. Enduro. Ooh. I thought Enduro in general, at least the early ones, were pretty straightforward. I remember I think we did the 177s all in one stream. Those were pretty simple. Like, there were quite a few that did not require 2 extreme cars. There's some that did, but I remember like when it needed the Cyan FRS, and like that's a pretty easy one. I mean, Enduro is basically, do you have all the cars upgraded? And then Championship, I thought most of the early Championships were pretty straightforward. But like probably, you know, the D-class ones are obviously the easiest. Many were forgettable, I will say that. Like, I think the Honda Civic Type R had a championship. I don't remember anything about that. Yeah, we only needed 3 packs to unlock it. Alright. You need a 2-star Valhalla for the final stage? Are you serious? Like, there's a rank requirement on that? Add the more Type Rs, like the Integra. I remember the Integra in Asphalt 8. That was like one of the weirdest TLEs to unlock that car. I remember. And then ended up being blueprints. I was trying to win that car single tank, and I think I missed out. Or maybe I didn't, I don't remember. I think there were hackers overrunning the event. Like, my time would have been good enough to win it on Android, on a normal leaderboard, single tank. But with the hackers, I wasn't able to pick it up immediately. And I think I had to buy it for credits, or get it with blueprints or something. I don't even remember. Man, Asphalt's a totally different game. I signed into my Android account last week, because apparently, like, if you update the game, you lose your account. So I just checked it out. I still have my 230 cars, but man, that game was not the same. They got rid of all my pro kits. Cars orders changed. Like, it's a totally different game. Like, they should re-release Asphalt 8 1.0, or like the Great Wall update. That was like its peak. Before tokens, before premium cars. Because Asphalt 8 in 2014, 2013 was a completely different game than what it is in 2020. The only difference being the tracks. Or the only thing that stayed the same was the tracks for the most part. Besides the new ones. But the old tracks. Pushing Xavier. CS. Let's keep going. This car, I gotta say, is pretty nice to drive. But do I trust it enough to 6-star it right now? Without any, like, Unleashed or a car hunt or something? Because, like, that's how the higher up. But then again, these cars get re-released rarely. Okay, I wouldn't say 2013, 2015, like, looking back as a whole, that was a good period. But 2015 especially, and late 2014, there was a lot of division, a lot of mixed thoughts on the updates, like when they first brought tokens. That was extremely pay to win, because if anyone bought, I know you guys are going to laugh at this, but the champion kit boxes that gave you like 30 cards, and like most of them were rare or legendary, that gave you a massive advantage in the TLEs. So it became a pretty pay to win game at the start of the tokens. Or the premium cars where they charged $100 for the Chrysler Me412 and Ford Mustang. You know, besides the top 10 that won that, you know, people who bought the pack had an advantage because both those cars were Class Kings. I did pick up the Mustang. I won that. But Me412 was a totally different story. I was so close to winning it too on that 4th of July Cup versus Eugene. That's one of my greatest rivalries ever. It was like my first real one too. Too bad there wasn't video footage or anything to roast how bad my driving was at the time. Or the extra tank was $2, so I really conserved it. That's why I went single tank. Because at the time, the extra tank was $2 to activate. And you only had like 10 free ones. So I was really conservative about when to use them. So that was actually why I became a single tank player for much of my Asphalt 8 career. Oh, and yes, the engine sound for the Lycan and the Zonda R, like, that was like a race car engine, and that sounded amazing. That was my favorite sound in the entire Asphalt 8 game. I think this thing is better than the YRVC on most tracks, but the YRVC seems more drivable, in my opinion. I think the handling is great, but the acceleration is just missing that extra oomph, and the nitro duration is still not perfect. At least not on the YRBC level. The victory streaks, you get upgrades, B-class upgrades from multiplayer win streaks. That was so awesome. But also the upgrades were cheap pre-token. Pre-SSC Chwatara, really. And then they jacked up the prices to every upgrade from there on out. But yes, I miss the days when McLaren P1 from a top 1000 TLE immediately max it and then go into MP and have like the best time of your life in that. That was awesome. I was beating S-Class cars with the maxed P1. It was a dream. Oop. Oh, thanks, guy. Appreciate it. Oh, and then he fucking teleports. Oh no, I said a bad word. But anyway, let's see. Alright. We just gotta keep driving. Oh, that drift though. Alright, here we go, slalom. Ooh, I went on the inside wall, so it wasn't perfect, but let's see. Looked like I made some mistakes, and I did too. Ugh. The door's wide open to make a move, and I'm just choking it. This is gonna be the messiest pass in existence, I'll tell you that. Oh! Back tail whip. No way, I'm gonna lose this. Ah! Wow, that was terrible. We still went up quite a bit. F1 fan. It was a great day to be an F1 fan last weekend. The Ferrari 330 P4, oh my god, that's like one of the greatest cars in Asphalt 8 history, honestly. It's arguably the car that broke the game forever. It's the car that forever changed Asphalt 8's like meta game, if you want to call it that. Because that car was so broken. It was outpacing every S-Class car because at the time it was released, not many people had the cards to Max Pro their 9FF or their Enzo Ferrari. So for a brief moment of time, if you went on an all-car leaderboard, the Ferrari 330 P4 was the fastest car available. It was so good. I'm, disappointed I wasn't able to win the car on the first go, but then it went for sale for really cheap, and that's how I got it. And man, was that an awesome decision. And also car sales, remember that? When you purchased cars and you waited for a discount for like a specific weekend? What happened to that in Asphalt 9, honestly? There's no discounted packs or discounted blueprints. You just dump 750 tokens for a chance to get blueprints. Here you go. There's no variety in that. Nowadays you wait for a special weekend for your car to just show up to purchase. Not even like a discount. Like in Asphalt 8, if you had the money, you could buy a car anytime you wanted. Now you have to wait for a car to become available for the chance to unlock it. I haven't driven the Veyron in Asphalt 8, so I don't know how it is, but I just find it funny that they buffed it after all these years of it being a trash S-Class car. I don't know if it still drives like trash or if it's now actually good, but we'll see. Wasn't there a car like that needed 70 V8 engines or something? It was like a low one too. I thought it was like a B-class car or something. I don't remember. It needed a ton. Or maybe it was a D-class car. I thought there was a car that needed specifically 70 V8s. And then eventually there would be a car that would need like 100 or something. I think 108. But there was a car early on that needed 70. That was ridiculous. Someone could remind me that. I thought it was like a high-end B-class car or something. Like maybe the Holden Coupe? Was it the Ariel Atom? That was a later car though. That was like 2018, late 2017, early 2018. It was the Ariel Atom. I thought it was a car earlier than that. Yeah, it was a D-class car. Okay, yeah. See, they made ridiculous stuff like that. And then those forced induction V8s. Like, every car had them, but they were a legendary engine, so you had to, like, be careful about which cars you burned it on. But, like, so many cars that were used in TLEs, like the Hennessy Venom GT, SSC Tuatara, Koenigsegg 1, just to name a few. Like, they needed those forced induction V8s, and a lot of them. Or the Tryon Nemesis, that was another one. Huge one. That needed, like, 90, right? Yeah, it looks like it was the Ariel Atom, what you guys are saying. I'm gonna test the new tracks. Honestly, I don't have Asphalt 8 installed on this, because when I got my laptop sent for repairs, it wiped the hard drive clean, and I just never reinstalled Asphalt 8. It's on my other computer, the one I'm streaming off of right now. Would that require me to change the setup a little bit? We could do it, though. There might be some lag, as if Asphalt 8 wasn't already optimized. Mazda Fury with those rotary engines. Oh my god. Or how about the Hot Wheels engines? We never saw those, and then the cars are never re-released. I think you could pay for a bundle at some point, but there's never a chance to earn them again or drive on the Sector 8 Hot Wheels edition. But yes, the V8s and the forced injection V8s were like the most important engines ever. Oh, that and the custom racing engine to upgrade the F1 cars. Man, the engines were so stupid looking back. Just, you had to like pray for an Apex Wednesday engine cup, and then pray to the gods that you somehow got the engine you wanted. And then once you finally have the engines, like remember, I think it was like the F12 engine. It was only used on like the Ferrari Testarossa. Once you got that car fully pro'd out, you didn't need that engine again, and then that's all you would get when you opened engine boxes. And it's like, do you save it? Because are they going to bring another boxer engine car? But nope. Flat 12 used only once, I believe, in the entire game. The I-5s for, I believe that was for the Donkey Report. I don't think that was used on any other car. Ooh, we spun it. Still not dead, even though we're carrying this traffic car with us. The Centenary with the custom V12. Thankfully, I quit the game by the time that was added, so I didn't have to experience that pain. The Subaru Sparta, yep. That was a rare engine. I forget what that was, but that wasn't too... that one I actually was able to max pro during its event, and that was worth it. Yes, I remember the elite cars, of course. The Devil 16, the Mercedes SLK 55 Special Edition. Of course I remember those. We're gonna bypass for the Aston. Go back like an hour. Or not even like half an hour. The SD has a boxer, but that's a flat 6. Not a flat 12. Hybrid engine, that's what it needed. Sort of like the P1 in the LaFerrari, if I remember correctly. Weren't they starting to mix engines not too long ago, like last year? Where you need both like a hybrid and like a V12 or something like that. I thought that was a thing at some point. Oh god, I saw that coming. Steve-O. Now we actually have to pay attention to our driving. Oop. A bit messy, but let's see. Oh. That was just bad. Every once in a while you have a bad race, I guess. Well, we have unlimited tries, so I'm not mad or anything. But I am disappointed. Now we gotta take the route. Ooh, it felt a little unstable there in that section. You got one pass. The boat. Yes, I remember. Didn't the V16 get used twice, though? Like, it got used for the Cadillac 16. But wasn't it used for the Devil 16? I thought the Devil 16 needed a V16 engine. That's why it's called the Devil 16, because of 16 cylinders, right? Checo. Yeah, it's a lot. Got 3 jackpots, that's bonkers. Yes, but actually, honestly, we just have a nostalgia trip, but it wasn't the best. I remember complaining on the Google Plus community, the Facebook community, all the time. And that was when there wasn't drama within the player base. That was just the stuff Gameloft did. I'm glad that Asphalt 9 is a bit more of a, I don't want to say, like, chiller, but there is definitely less drama than there was in Asphalt 8. I'm not saying it doesn't exist, but you know, the clubs aren't tearing at their throats as much. There wasn't like the slow motion hack or cheap tokens, and while yes, there's some exploits that are being used, it's more like well known. And definitely the pack exploit got exposed not too long ago. but it's not as like extreme as it was in Asphalt 8. The account sharing, that was a huge deal, and that came in waves. Like there was the big wave back in 2014 because everyone did that, and then they kind of changed it, but then it got revealed that people were still account sharing. There was still a way around it even after pro kits, or duplicating accounts. Tell us about the job. Which job? I'm currently unemployed. I can't even work my tour guide. I never got called to do that. I'll probably take that off my resume now. Yeah, slow motion though. What's my opinion about Koenigsegg coming to Asphalt 9 A class? I mean, I think every Koenigsegg should be S class. Because that's what they build. They build the hyper fast cars. Account sharing is huge in Asphalt 9. I guess maybe I worded it wrong. We called it account sharing Asphalt 8, but what it was in Asphalt 8 was people would make copies of their account. Like someone would either hack or they would just have a really loaded account. Wow, that was unfair. Okay. They would just have like a really like maxed out account, and they would make a copy and then share their data, and you could create multiple accounts with the same profile. So what people in certain clubs would do, and I think most clubs did this honestly, Rev did it, I will admit, quite a bit. But yeah, just one person would either find somebody with it, either from like another team like Elite, someone new we'd bring in, and they would just we'd ever give whoever had the best account, they would create a copy and then give that to everybody. And then everybody would have maxed out cars and stuff. That was like early days, and then I don't know if they're still doing that in Asphalt 9. I would be amazed if that somehow still works. Also, I just noticed we're only getting 60 rep for winning an MP. They dropped that. Yes, iTools. I remember hearing that tool. I never use that, but yep, backing up the extra tanks. What they do is they'd back up, use their extra tank to run TLE, and then restore. Their time would stay there. They'd play one run and the time would stay there, but they would keep the extra tank. That was huge. Reminded me of that. Yeah, Asphalt 8 had some pretty crazy, like deep-rooted cheesing. I don't want to say cheating, but cheesing. That game was really vulnerable. The duplicate account thing worked in Asphalt 9 in the early days. Interesting. I never heard of that. Was that like when it was in pre-launch? Pre-release? Like that beta from February to July in 2018? Yeah, by the way, I'm probably exposing a crap load of people. I'm trying not to drop names, but, you know, dropping a ton of 5-year-old drama on Asphalt 8, just casually right here. But I don't think anyone really cares anymore. All the big names in Asphalt 8 quit. Every last one of them. I don't even know what teams are still doing Asphalt 8. Like RPM I think is still kind of active in Asphalt 8, but it's not the same as what it used to be. None of the massive names like ARZ or Yukon or Cytokine or... I'm missing a ton of names. Too many. There's too many in the name. Alex. It's just... There's nobody familiar at playing Asphalt 8 anymore. Like, sometimes I've seen Hector mess around with it. Or Elite Carlos. Qualistrum, whatever you want to call him. But yeah, nobody's doing the daily TLE runs. Nobody's... Because I don't even think they're running TLEs now. Or at least they weren't a few days ago. Like, it's just a different game. The rewards suck. Cheating is still huge. start typing go. I didn't even pay attention to what league we're in. We're in Pro, we're in the top 500. Alright, let's do that. We'll try to get to Elite. Let's see how the leaderboard's doing though. I feel like it would be pretty high. Oh no. Not the case at all. You would think with limited MP it would get to that point. Alright. I don't miss Asphalt in some aspects. I miss the competitiveness, I will say that. Doing the battles, the clan battles, doing video challenges, like, that was awesome. Marston's here. And Christian Hooks. Let's talk about Formula 1. Oh my god, where do I start? So, Italian Grand Prix. What? That was like the stars aligned moment. Okay, that should have been a Mercedes win from Lewis and then a McLaren 2-3. That's what it was going to be in. If that happened before all the safety car and red flag drama, that would have been already the best race of the season. Just from the pure result. What? I was spinning. Okay. Just from the pure result, just the McLaren 2-3 would have been the best race of the season, people would call it. Because Carlos Sainz was having the best race of his career at that point. And he still did. In my opinion, that was the best performance he's ever done. But yes. Then Magnussen caused the safety car, which messed up the order a little bit, and that caused Hamilton to make a rare mistake of diving into the pits. And then Charles binned a potential podium by crashing out, causing the red flag, giving another restart. Which basically, that was up to Stroll to not throw away the win, but he threw it away, and Gasly took the lead. And then he held on to defend from Carlos Sainz, and I can't believe I was watching a battle from the lead from two midfield cars. But that sort of thing will never happen again. The odds of that happening, I know there was a betting out of like 166,000, but that's a 1 in a billion chance for both Max Verstappen and Bottas to have terrible races, Lewis to make a mistake, Mercedes to mess up, and safety cars to bunch up the order, and the Mercedes can't catch up. Like, the chances for that to happen are bonkers. And Pierre Gasly, of all people, won the race, and that was so awesome to watch. It was like tense because on the last lap you're like, who do I want to win? Do I want Sainz or do I want Gasly? Both of them would have extreme redemption arcs if they won that race. But Gasly won it. Hopefully Sainz gets another chance in that McLaren. Because he won't get one at Ferrari next year. And then the other big F1 news is that Perez got kicked out of Racing Point in place for Sebastian Vettel. Wow. I mean, I guess I'm not too surprised, because that's been a rumor for, like, months. But yeah, it's official. Perez got kicked out of his contract. He did have to agree to something. He's probably getting a fat check, millions of dollars for that buyout clause, but still, he doesn't have a seat right now. And Seb will be on the grid, so I'm happy for that. I always mess up the start to this race. Forget which route to take. But yeah, Seb will have a seat. He'll be teammates with Lance Stroll of all people, which ironically I feel like that would be the worst teammate for Seb because they've crashed a lot. Like, remember Monza last year, Malaysia 2017, just to name a couple. That's the ones I just immediately think off of. I don't think they have good chemistry, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, we landed that for some reason. Oh, that was risky. That was bad. Bad exit. Oh, we didn't do the tail whip on that. We actually finished that race pretty well. What's behind me? Leclerc got lucky with qualifying with Ocon making a mistake. He would have been like P8, P9, but he got P5. So you know what? He might get a podium tomorrow. You know, it seems to be this year when Charles qualifies well, something happens in the race and he ends up on the podium. So I wouldn't be surprised if he just ends up on the podium through attrition tomorrow. He'll make like a ballsy pass on Albon, and then Max or Bottas will retire or something like that, and he'll just end up on the podium. Seb will get P10. That seems to be the rule. Charles podium, Seb P10. I wouldn't be surprised on that happening. Maybe I should bet money on it. Also, we have Pro Racer Best in this race, so I'm dead. Ooh, we actually connected that. I was expecting to overspin. Let's go on the outside route. Or the inside. Probably smarter to drift that. But yeah, and then it's Ferrari's 1000th Grand Prix, but everything's overshadowed by the Seb news. Unless Charles gets on the podium. That's the only way to come back from that. But yeah, what a crazy week it's been for F1. Alright, back to talking about Asphalt 8. Oh god, we don't say Jake Paul in this stream. This is a gamer house. Like, okay. Just saying, like, if you are watching Jake Paul, you're not old enough to watch this channel. That's the best way I could say that. MP's boring. I guess this could be the last race. So if I'm against Racer Best, I'm just not going to win this. And we should do Ghost MP. But, like, there's someone on Twitter who followed me this week, and his bio was like, I'm an 8-year-old, and it's like, so... First off, you're breaking Twitter's age rule because you have to be at least 13. Second, I remember when I was 8 years old and I was on Roblox chat being stupid. An 8-year-old should not be on Twitter. No. Like, Twitter is the worst place for an 8-year-old to be on. Also just kind of shocks me that, yeah, kids born on 2010, or not 2010, yeah, 2010 and 2012, they're old enough to know what social media is and sort of how to use it. But that's just my personal thought. And while yes, I was making YouTube videos at 8 years old, they were terrible, and it's the reason I have a second channel, which is this one. That's the reason I had to reboot my YouTube career, I guess, if you want to call it that. It's because pre-13 years old, my videos were garbage, and I could not save face to have a channel, take it semi-seriously, and still have those videos on there. And don't get me wrong, the old videos on this channel are still kind of cringe. Not as much, though. And definitely, when the Asphalt 8 videos started coming in, I get quite a bit of nostalgia if I watch them again. I don't get that kind when I watch my old videos. I get, like, cringe. But yes. You just said you turned 11 a couple weeks ago. You're lying. Like, come on. Okay, what TV shows? I'm currently watching The Eric Andre Show. I know it's, like, been around for forever, but we're gonna switch to Ghost, by the way. But that was something when I was in my dorm during lunch or dinner. If I didn't have a guest with me, I just watched Eric Andre. It was so funny, but it was also pretty risky to eat during it because, we'll be honest, Eric Andre's kind of a gross show. But yeah, I'm not saying like this is an 18 plus channel, but like I'm not gonna try and kid down, you know, because that's not me. I'm 20 years old. Like, you see how college kids behave and stuff like that. I'm not gonna try and like dumb myself down to be a kid's channel because then there's all this COPPA stuff you have to deal with, and I just want to like play games, man. I don't want to like try and create a toy line with my name on it. That's not what I'm about. I don't know why I took this route when this is a ghost season. I could just go right through the cars. I get Asphalt 8 is kind of a kid's game. Well, not really. It's like it's a no-age game. You know, that's the beauty of car games, is that they're for everyone. But I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't be limited. You know, I should be allowed to do what I want to do on my YouTube channel, not be restricted by like COPPA and just what my audience could be. And yes, I am mindful of what I say and what I do on this channel, knowing that, yeah, kids probably watch my videos when they shouldn't. That's why I don't do anything too extreme. I don't, like, obviously do anything that breaks terms of service, but I'm not like, obviously good enough to go on YouTube Kids or be put on Nickelodeon or Disney Channel or something like that. I'm just trying to do my own thing. I still watched SpongeBob in college. Yes, Milk Squad, I remember that. I did it before it was cool. Lando Norris, give me credit for that, because I created that. Alright, so we're in silver now, so that means we gotta drive boring C-Class cars. It's all the same, but let's see. Let's try the Ortega again. See, everyone's still on T-Series. Like, they created drama of that, but it wasn't... Like, it's a corporate channel versus a YouTuber. Like, who's gonna win? Obviously. People make drama of that, but, you know, PewDiePie's PewDiePie. He does his own thing. I feel like people subscribe to him just because he's the most popular channel. He's the most popular YouTuber on the website. And not necessarily because of his content. Alright, so fun little project I'm telling you guys about. I don't have it with me, it's in my basement, but I'm working on a Raspberry Pi 4. I'm going to turn it into an emulation station. I just assembled it last night. Last night being 1 in the morning today. So literally like 9 hours ago. And I can't wait to get started on it. I dug out the hard drive from my old computer, and we're going to reset that. It's 2 terabytes. I'm going to turn it into an emulation station. But that's my current quarantine project. Get into the microcomputers. Yeah, I'm just waiting for the PS5 to drop. I know this week Xbox was in the news a lot because they dropped the price of both their systems in the release date. And people had gotten in their pants all over a console war again, and it's like, bro, okay, you want to hear this argument? One of my friends at college, if you want to call it that, one of the people at college said, you know, they're like, oh, Microsoft is doing the greatest move ever with their Game Pass. They have the best value. They're killing it. So it's like, awesome. Are you going to buy it? No, I'm going to buy a PS5. Why? Because the games are better. See, there you go. It's like, the Xbox, yes, it's a great value if you're the type of person to rent video games. But a lot of people aren't. Ooh, I just got spiked by that H2. I took the wrong route. Oh well. So, like, yeah, the Series S is nice, but it has no disk drive. It's digital only. And, you know, unless you do that, I feel like the only way to get a real benefit is if you do that, like, $24 a month or something like that. There's, like, that deal where you get Game Pass Ultimate, the Series X, and it's, like, an installment plan. So then you can play a ton of games, but the Xbox is going to be alright for 4K, or not 4K, third-party games. I guess it could be good for 4K, but not everyone has a 4K TV. Marf's here. Hey, I'm back home because I don't know if you've paid attention to BU's news, but I'm not messing with that quarantine in the dorms. I'm just not. Of racing subs, I was hoping to the Asphalt 9 would add a feature where you could do club versus club. The thing is, I would need an account to hold. Like, if I created a club, first off, you have to pay tokens for it, but if you created a club once you leave to go back to your main club, you have to have another account hold that club in place so that you just don't have one of your subs controlling it. So it's not perfect. Unless you stay in your own club, but then you don't get as much rewards. Yes, the Xbox the Xbox Series X could play backwards compatible on, I believe, all 3 Xboxes, the previous ones. And it does have the disc drive, so there's that. The PS5 is backwards compatible with the PS4 as far as I know. I was hoping it'd be backwards compatible with more stuff, but I guess it's harder to do PS3, but at least bringing back PS1 and 2 would make me really happy. They should up their game on that. But, you know, I'm going to buy PS5 when that drops. I'm going to pre-order it and get it on launch because that's going to sell out really fast. It's going to be really hard to find one, I bet, this, at least this winter. And you know what? The Spider-Man game looks really hot, and I'm waiting for Gran Turismo 7, new God of War. Probably will play the Horizon games. And I know, like, call me a fanboy, Sony pony, whatever you want to call it, but I've been loyal to that brand my whole life, and, you know, I think the PS5 looks great. I bet every PlayStation ever released in North America, I guess besides that. Oh no. So I have the PS1, PS2, I actually have both the fat and the slim one. PS3 fat and slim, and then PS4 and the PS4 Pro, and then the PSP, PS Vita. It's a lot. Can I drive, what's my rank? I didn't pay attention. 1189, we're not far from gold. Okay, Forza, they're doing a reboot. It's not going to be Forza 8, it's going to be just Forza Motorsport. Their situation isn't the best. Okay, I guess quick talk back on just COVID at the university. I had no roommate. Okay, there's only like 5 places to eat on campus, plus the dining halls, which are inconsistent and probably unsafe. Everyone shares the elevator, everyone shares the stairwell, everyone shares the laundry facility, and most importantly, everyone shares the bathrooms. Those are huge risky areas, and even if you wear a mask, germs are germs. They just are everywhere. Door handles. And not everybody washes their hands, sadly. That's the truth. So I can do my best efforts, sanitize my room, wash my hands, use paper towels to open door handles. But you get still dumb luck into getting the virus, and I just feel like I'm much safer at home. I only have to worry about my immediate family here, rather than 40 kids on my dorm floor plus whoever else is entering the building to get food or whatnot. The dorm I was at was host to a dining hall. So, you know, you never know. The thing with the virus is it's invisible, so you can't know. They're not automatic sinks, they're manual. They're manual. So it's like even the soap dispenser. There's a automatic hand dryer, but I feel like that is actually worse because you're blowing the air around. So I use the paper towel dispenser. And then hit a burst of hand sanitizer when I go back into my room, but... You know, I decided it was just better to get out of there completely. I still have a lot of my stuff there, so I will have to go back at some point if they're going to make me move out. I hope not, because I do plan to return in the spring semester, but... You know, as long as this virus still exists, we're still going to have the same issues. Oh, that was messy at the end, but we kept the win. Yeah, Asphalt 8. I think this might be a farewell update. You think, if it's fan service? Is that what's looking at? You cute. You want to go on a date? Joking. Unless. Alright. Oh, is it a bot? We gotta get that Russia vaccine and turn everyone into Cronenbergs. Remember that Rick and Morty where, like, there was the love potion? and then Rick like whipped up an antidote in like a minute, and it turned everybody into praying mantises. And then he tried to fix that, and he turned everybody into the Cronenberg. That's what's gonna happen with the COVID vaccine. Maybe not that extreme, but you know, it's just we're gonna be in this in next year. There's not gonna be a superhero to save the world, right? No. I could use a Ferrari reaching gold, the 488 or the F12. I wouldn't date during the pandemic right now. At least not in person. That just seems pretty irresponsible. Which country founded the COVID vaccine? Depends. There's the Oxford one, which is still in like phase 3, I think. Although I think that's backfiring now. There's the Russia one. And then there's probably a bunch of other countries that are having efforts, but people don't really know about. The best electric car, the Nano Flow Cell Quant FE, guys. Like the McLaren X2, if you want to call it that. At least it makes an electric sound. Are you going to do gold yet? No. I don't want to use the Husaria, it's so boring. Let's use the Apiary, because why not? Driver Fish is here, it's been a while. Yeah, fan service is always nice to have. Might not be the healthiest for a game in the long run, but because fan service doesn't usually send. I can't speak today. Fan service just doesn't seem to age well all the time. But yeah, hope you're safe. I went home because the situation I was in from August 21st to December 7th was that was not safe. It got worse and worse. Just yesterday, okay? Let me put this into perspective. In the first 2 weeks of me being on campus, there were 27 total cases known. On Thursday, just Thursday, one day, there were 39 new cases. And there was 102 in the week. Just the 1 week. That does not sound enticing to me, so I got out of there. Like, I don't care what they say, like, about, oh, if everyone stays in place, it'll be okay. Okay, if they want to preserve the health of the university, if there's less people there, it's less risky. And I'm safer here at home, rather than be exposed to 5,000 kids on one campus. That just seems like a mess, and I know there's no easy answer. But, for me, who lives only about 3.5 hours from campus, I can get home on a day's notice. It's like, why wouldn't I go there? Why wouldn't I go home? They bring Lift Me Up back in Asphalt 8. Just hype it up. I'd go back to the game. Like, okay, if the situation gets worse, I just won't go back to campus. I'll just do the rest of the semester online. And if they say, oh, if you go home, don't come back because you're going to be a risk because you might pick up COVID at home. Okay. That means I don't have to go back there. And then can I get a reimbursement? You know, it's like, come on. Yeah, I know it's not easy for people who live out of state. Like you, Marv, but, you know, it is what it is. It's why you pick what colleges you go to. Some people some people just don't want to live nearby home. You know, there's sometimes where it's like, yes, if I was at a college that was only 1 hour away, that would be nice. But then, you know, if you're far away, then it's like awesome. Then I don't have to. I could kind of be on my own out here. But yeah, I'm still looking for a job. I actually interviewed for a company on Thursday at home. But yes, I'm looking for a full-time job now. It's crazy that I'm graduating. I'm going to be in the workforce next year. Oh god, it's crazy. Can I go back to when I was 15 years old, just starting to make YouTube videos? I don't have to worry about anything else. Being a moderator in the Google Plus community, that was my biggest commitment. Okay, yeah, how long would it take if, realistically, if a vaccine was just hypothetically 100% effective? The distribution alone would take so long. Because which countries get it first? Which people get it first? Are there going to be government warfares? Of course. Are there going to be an argument over who gets it first? Of course. It might not work on everybody, you know? The human body is different in like nearly every single person. So there's going to be some people who might be allergic to it. Same way people are allergic to like penicillin or something, you know? It's not perfect. Oh god, I was not paying attention. I'm following this H2. I can't win on handling. Oof. Okay, social reasons. And yes, I did have fun with a few of my friends during the quarantine, but my school's on a full 2-week lockdown right now, so you cannot leave your dorm room unless you go get food. So my friends who are on campus, I can't see them. So if at that point, why be on campus? Also, we're in gold. Let's use a Ferrari as someone suggested. You know, it's not rocket science. So yeah. Game plan for me is just to see how these 2 weeks go, and if the situation gets worse, I just won't go back.
Is this the Krusty Krab?
No, this is Patrick. I look more mature, really. Yeah. I was told I was younger than how I actually am, but I guess that's how it is. Let's see if the 488 can beat all these B-class cars, the Corvettes. I think we were faster on paper, so on top speed. There we go. Our part done. You eat the gummy bears. You ever see that chubby emu video of like someone who ate like 150 gummy vitamins and like got paralyzed or something with his eyesight? I forget. Yeah, Ferrari 48 GTB is good. It never changed. It was always a good car. Just better cars got released. Simple as that. That orange you see, it's actually red. Maybe doing another Asphalt 9 tier list. Maybe I should revisit it. It's just the tier list meme has kind of died, but who knows. My thoughts have drastically changed since that first video. It's also like double the cars now almost. Yeah. We'll see. Your eyes are whack. Aren't they all? I have to wear glasses, so my eyes are whack as well. I feel that. Alright, we won with both Ferraris. Dart GT Special Edition. Please, one match with the Corvette. Okay. If you insist. 39-21. Send it. You think they're... It seems that way, that they're gonna stop... They haven't released any spin-offs for Asphalt. That has surprised me. Like, in Asphalt 8, like, we had Overdrive in 2014, Nitro in 2015, Extreme 2016, Street Storm 2017, Asphalt 9 2018. Nothing since then. This is slow. This is not a good track for this car. Huracan's just outpacing me. Bad. See, now we're in Huracan territory. Extreme 2. But yeah, we've got no spin-offs. None at all. Yeah, Renault's being changed to Alpine, but that's honestly the smallest news out of this week. Let's try the Apollo. The Seraphim R1 wheel is in my basement right now. So I still have it. But I haven't heard of anything I should do with it. Why am I looking at a CEO's description in chat? That was genuinely distracting. Something about equity? Like, dude, I'm trying to play Asphalt, not trying to learn finance. Did my finance professor get in here? I think you're lost. Or is this for Vivendi? Is this Vivendi's info? pure speed. This thing is a lightning fast car. Top speed. There we go. Let's see if we can get to platinum today. You need the Jaguar CX-75. I believe so. You need the Jag. Unless you have a 5-star, both Astons, I think. What next? This is the good old SCG. Because why not? Is there a bot in this? Where's the bot? Yes, Solar, we haven't gotten it 5 stars yet. Try the Evo. You mean the Lancer evolution or the Huracan Evo? It's 2 different things. The Evo's like an instant win though. It's like it's the boring car to use. Like, come on. On this track, yeah, Huracan's the best car to use, but what if an SCG won? That's like the premise of all racing. Go past the lead. Gonna lose a lot here. Two good corners. Hit the ramp good. And I don't think I can catch up to the Huracan, but let's see. Oh, so close. Still a pretty solid race though. We went up 20, so for rating that did wonders. Asphalt 9 does feel stale. At times it does like feel like it's the same game over and over and over again. Oh, let's say go. Okay. I can do that. You can play Asphalt 9 on an Xbox? Really? Yeah, maybe we should download the update for Asphalt 8 and check it out. Although I don't think I've synced my account since we last streamed that, and that was like back in March? When did I stream Asphalt 8? Like, at the end of a stream. That was like March, April, right? Maybe we should switch and take a look. Huracan's only bottleneck is its top speed, but this is a good track for the Huracan. Should not be a problem.
Too bad that didn't kill me.
Ooh, not good. that face. I shouldn't have drifted on that. Ooh, this Aston actually might pass me. Ooh, crash. He choked. And the Aston wins it. That's crazy. Still don't know the emoji button on the Xbox controller, I feel that. Alright, I'm gonna take a bathroom break, so I'll be right back. It's nice. Hopefully played the Asphalt 9 music. Okay, so let's see, what is the rank at? 1373? We could get to 1450 maybe. Let's see. We'll need to use another car though. We can only get 60 max with this car. I didn't notice that did I really win that race? Was that a connection issue? No plan to cut my hair. I got a light haircut, but not really. About a week before I went back to school. And that was the first time I got a haircut since January. But I kept the length and I cut the sides. I'm going for length. Probably the last time that I can look. Oh, that's great. Is my internet going out? Not dropping frames on the stream. Look at this. Is Comcast doing it to me again? You guys all remember. The greatest internet service provider in the world. Second to none. Can't back out. Guys, I think I froze my game. Pretty much. I'm in a soft lock. Oh boy, here we go. I should play some freaking guitar chords while we're waiting. Oh, how you guys doing? To MP2. I'm reporting no frame drops on the stream. So my internet's still there, but did the Game Loft server just crap out? Oh, here we go. Alt F for it. Or we could just wait for the game to return it to me. Let's try again. Huh? Oh, I did lose internet. For a second. What was that? Oh. I did lose internet there. Huh? That was weird. How's the leaderboard looking right now? How's people? No, platinum. What was that? I don't want the mullet. but I'm going for longer hair in the back, and then like I'm not sure what to do in the front. Okay, just know that we didn't drop a single frame on the stream. I forgot to enable 60 FPS. Oops. Let's see if I can do that quickly. Oh, look at that. I think my internet is not good right now. Oh. I lost 6. What? Rating error equals 6? You see that? Huh? What? I think I'm just gonna... Every time we bring up Asphalt 8 and play it on stream, something happens at Asphalt 9 that forces me to play Asphalt 8. Do you guys notice that? This is like the 3rd time in a row that's happened. Every time you mention Asphalt 8 and talk about coming back to it, something happens in Asphalt 9. I lost my internet connection. What? Comcast, what are you doing? No internet. But secured. Huh? No internet secured. I think my game's cursed right now. I'm playing on, it's not even Game of servers, it's my internet. What is going on with it, though? Like, my internet's crapping out, but we still have a perfect stream going on. I'm streaming on my second computer, but, okay. Like, they're both on Wi-Fi. We're both on Wi-Fi on, I believe, the same... We're on the exact same Wi-Fi network. On these 2 laptops. And this one is handling the stream like a champion. This one cannot play Asphalt 8. Did I lose rating from that too? Do I have Asphalt 8 updated? I still see the Lamborghini Sian as my icon. Is that the most recent version? The Lamborghini Urus, of course I remember that car. Upload might be fine, but download might be screwed, maybe. But how am I reading chat? That's download. Should we restart the computer, you think? Let's do that. Restart on stream, boys. Let's go. Guys, IT help. Can I call my old roommate? He was an IT worker. Oh, look at that. Windows cannot access the specified device. Huh? That was strange. So we're back. Hopefully my audio's not messed up. My controller's still connected, by the way. I should mention that. The white light is still on. And it still works. Still clicks around. The SF90 with a illegal engine. Oh wait, that's both of them. How has nobody bought the SF90 Stradale, taken out the engine and be like, oh yeah, that's illegal? I think Ferrari will win this race. I think there's a legit shot that Charles gets on the podium. But I don't think he'll win the race unless something like Italy happens again. Should we try multiplayer again? It's from the Mexico Grand Prix, and it was Seb's car. So I'm a Seb stan if you haven't figured that out. But yeah, wow, and we lost the field bar. Okay, let's see if this is gonna actually run an MP race without issues. Mercedes took pole already. You didn't watch qualifying today? Charles qualified well, but he needs to get lucky if he wants the podium with that car. F1 on the moon, when? When Elon Musk... The Elon Musk Grand Prix, I could already see that happening, and Fernando Alonso would be the first person to drive for that, because it's the only one he'd be able to win. Oof. I think Renault will do alright next year. They seem to be on an upward trajectory this year. Ricciardo's been doing pretty good things with that car. He's gotten like 2 fourth places. He could have won the Italian race, honestly. I think everyone got unlucky. I think multiple people could have won that race. Stroll obviously had the biggest chance. And Sainz and Gasly. And Bottas. That would have been a perfect opportunity for him to take all those points. Or Max if he didn't have car issues. But nope, pure Gasly. The 2080 Ti. Yeah. Good data by at 3070. I'm not planning on building a PC just yet. Not until I think until I move out, until I get my own place, which might be next year if I have to move to another state for a job. Then we could do the PC build. Binod. We're gonna tune. When? They know about India. It's a country. But don't bring politics. We're just trying a game here. I shouldn't have called the Huracan for this race. Why is everyone spamming bin on in the chat now, though? For real. I've never been to Europe, actually. Oops. I don't know why I'd stopped turning left. I gave myself an extra challenge, that's just it. Monkey stab. I know I messed up. Dropping the emojis. I'm planning on buying a PS5. Yeah, the 1896 is really messy because it didn't have the tier system. We're gonna try and get Platinum. We gotta do that with the Apollo now. And watch, I'm gonna get Osaka with this one. I have no idea what's going on with Binod, if I'm being perfectly honest. Okay, I have Bottom of the Deep Blue Sea from the Asphalt 9 soundtrack. That's in my playlist. That, in my opinion, is like one of the most underrated songs in this game. People don't give it enough love, but it slaps. Good old Chicago, Illinois. Portillo's gang rise up. Alright. God, this section is so bad for the Apollo. No shockwave. Oof, and almost a crash. Just not enough. We needed a bigger lead. And they can't take each other out. Rip. Ooh. Did I beat the Huracan? Yes, I did. I just pipped him. By like 2 frames. Wow. Who is Gunter Steiner? The Venker. I have played Asphalt 4 a little bit. Not since I had my iPod Touch from like years ago. I'm talking many years ago. But yes, I have played Asphalt 4 a little bit, like maybe 5 races at the most. That was more of like for nostalgia, because my first one was Asphalt 5, and then I played 6, and then I played 7, and then I bought 4 before it went away from the App Store. And then I played 8. And the rest is history. BTS. Are you talking about the K-pop? Watch out. Don't bring the K-pop stands on this. I'm just trying to game, man. People are gonna start posting Jimin dances in the replies. Also this track again. A bunch of traffic. Oh, we got the double. Nice. Top speed. Go. We got it. We got 20. Oh, if we have one more win, it would only get us 20, and we'd be 1 away, so we need 2 more wins, basically. How much race do we have left with the... We have one left. So, okay. I know the 1459 race is going to be with A-class cars, so... Alright, see you, Brenton. Center 1. It's gotta be. We gotta win race with the Sin first. New York again. Maybe we'll have better, That's a better track. And certainly will be better for the end. Now we're done with token dumping. We didn't dump as much as I was expecting, honestly. Save that for the McLaren F1, honestly. Oh, that's the route you take. I just now figured it out. You take that ramp and then jump down. Ooh, I was going for the ramp. See, I should actually pay attention to what are the best routes. That was not good. I'm gonna lose rating on this. At least the center one we know is competitive. We just need the right tracks. Yikes. I need my Huracan back. 11. That means we have to win 2 more still. Okay, let's try the Apollo in again. I was not good. Mountain poles, right call. The floaty drift. Yeah. Floaty drift is still fine in the other cars, it's just not, it doesn't work for every single car. It's weird. Yes, they're laughing at me. No, they're laughing with me. They're just spamming the emojis. Oh, I meant to spin. Let's go. Going a bit high. Oh, we just missed the rocks. Oh, there we go. Great setup. Let's go. Up 20. The best Grand Prix was the Cayman GT4 because everyone who had a key pack got it for free. Play Project Cars 2. Yeah, not Project Cars 3. Otherwise known as Grid 2. 2. Because like the last grid was a reboot. This is basically Grid 2, but there was already a Grid 2, so this is Grid 2. 2. Himalayas again. Let's just take this. We win? I think that might be enough. But we're against 2 Apollos, so... Oh my god, we almost messed up the spin. A little bit wide. Cutting down the inside. Ooh, that was tricky, but I think we got it. We just gotta hold off now. Let's go. Can that be it? It's gonna be 7. It's gonna be 49. Of course it is. 49, 1449. Get me in platinum. Come on. Come on. I know we're going overtime, but come on. Yep, I get it. I've never claimed to be the best player. Oh god, I didn't pay attention to what track this was. This is bad. This is the... Oh. Uh-oh. I think if we get P2, that should be good enough, but that haircun's going off into the distance. Alright. Just hold it. Go. I think that's it. Oh my god, finally. Okay. Oh, 1458. That was a much more difficult than I was anticipating, but we made it. Yeah, Project Cars 3 is just not it. Got some sweet tokens. Alright, let's play some daily events, just to cool down, and then we'll end the stream. Let's do first the Legendary Weekend for the Aperta. 3 stars, you know what's up. Hooray, I'm not gonna grind the Legend League right now. Next week we can do that. How many Valhallas are gonna be in the next week's stream? Don't know the route at all. I'm just going with what I know. Oh, great start. Okay. We'll fix that later. I'm just missing all the nitro bottles. Ramp. I'm still shocked at how this thing is faster than the higher VC. It doesn't seem like it would be, but it is. Oh, there was. Oh. Okay, never mind. That was terrible. I thought there was a drop down right there, but no. There isn't. Chapter 2, are you missing the Camaro ZL1? Because I would suggest the Legend Star for that. Yeah, I think they misspelled and meant 2020, not 2012. Oh yeah, the Area 51 raid, remember that? What quarantine was like. Yeah, I don't want to explain that. Solution, don't have kids.
Hello, I like money.
I'm asleep now for the hour session. G and Bay throwing kisses.
Thanks, Sophia. Thanks for tuning in. There's not a ramp here. You hit the wall there. Get the PR. Nice. Where did I hit the wall? So I was waiting for that perfect run and it never showed up. $138, where does that put us? 137. That jumps us up to 25%. I'll try to get the import part though if I can. So let's see, what else we got? Besides now MGT1. Where can I burn fuel easily? Elite Class C? Is that on the good old Rome track instead of Cairo? I didn't like the Cairo race with C-Class. Alright, see you, Sophia. Let's do one run and then we'll end the stream, I think. Do I love India? Okay, what kind of question is that? Like, I've never been there, so I can't say, like, about what the country is. And I don't follow politics either, so I'm sorry, but, like, it's, like, neutral, you know? I can't exactly travel right now because we're in the middle of a pandemic, but, you know. Hopefully you guys stay safe out there. I know it's getting a bit tough for COVID. You guys are going to pass the US in cases, but it's what it is. I'm not a politician, I'm just an Asphalt 8 streamer. Or Asphalt 9. Oof, now I had to play Asphalt 8. Oh well. Like, what's the answer you're expecting? Also, we did a horrible lap there, but I think we're gonna end the stream right there because I gotta get on. I'm busy day today. doing lots of homework that I put off because of all this crap, you know. I'm home. The world's collapsing, but Asphalt 9 is still here. Even if we had to restart my computer to get it working again. Why do I feel like that comment is made in like a meme tense? Like, I feel like I've seen that on OKBR on Reddit, like, but that's a side point. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's stream. Thank you all to those donated, Brenton, Sophia. Thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys next week at home, obviously. Bye.